Hello. Okay, we're going to talk about eye drops, permanent makeup, and foundation, and just a little bit of what works for me. First, sorry, coffee. Coffee. Okay, first, this is my face without any makeup. Few people have seen it before, but here it is for what it is. Let's see. I've got a little bit of baggy, a little bit of vein. So, okay. Let's talk about eye drops. I saw an advertisement on this. It's called the Bausch & Lomb Lumify. And I have dry eyes, so a few years back I had my Teardex plugged, and it does help because I wear contacts and multifocal contacts. By the way, they're super cool, so if you're ever thinking about, if you need reading glasses, it's a wonderful alternative to that. Of course, you can see everything up close, but you have a lot of trouble seeing distance. But anyway, if you want to know more about the multifocal contacts, just let me know, and I'll tell you more about that. But then, okay, let's see if you can see that. Bausch & Lomb Lumify. Because I have a lot of allergies, and in the morning sometimes I'll wake up and my eyes are red, and then I put my contacts in there and they're even redder. And so I saw this stuff advertised, and it said that that 2 drops of it would take the white out, and I don't know what it said, like less than a minute, something like that. And so I went to Walmart to get it, and I was like, holy cow, that thing is $20 for this little thing of Bausch & Lomb. But I think maybe they have 2 sizes, not 100% sure on that. So I bought it, and again, Bausch & Lomb Lumify, and came home and used it, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's like a magic eraser. Wish I had better light in here. Today in Louisiana, it's overcast and cold. We don't really get cold here, but there's so much humidity in the air that even when it's cold here, it's bitter cold. So it's kind of overcast outside. I don't have a lot of my natural light. But this stuff is amazing. I'm not kidding. It's like holy grail for clearing up your eyes. And 2 drops of this in each eye, and it's like, boop, boop, boop. I mean, it's white. So there's my little plug for the Bausch & Lomb Lumify, which, again, I'm so impressed with. Okay, now let's talk permanent makeup. I've had my eyeliner done 3 times. The first time I got it done was by a guy in Oklahoma City who ran a permanent makeup school, and it was really good, but I was very conservative. So a few years later, I had him redo it, and I just had the top eyeliner done. You can kind of see it there. And he did a great job again. But I kept hearing about this lady in Norman, Oklahoma that was fabulous, amazing. Everybody loved her. Oh my gosh. So I decided to go big and bold and use her for tops and bottom, even though I never used eyeliner on the bottom before. Okay, I will tell you that was my first mistake, in my opinion. Bottom eyeliner is really trendy, and so I probably shouldn't have gone with it. It was the same price as getting it and not getting it, so I thought, what the heck? This lady is so amazing, and I've heard about her so long that I'm going to do this. So I did. And I got the money together, went down there, was getting it, and she just went to town. I mean, the first 2 times I got my eyeliner done, you know, of course I was numbed and I fell asleep. This lady felt like she was yanking my head all over the place. Well, by the time she got done, looked like I had 2 black eyes almost. And but what happened is she bruised me in both my outside corners and both my inside corners. Well, something I didn't know about tattooing is if you get a bruise and the ink goes into there, then that's permanent. So you have these permanent bruises that look like smudges on your face, and it was awful. It was awful. So you could go to One Touch Up for free, And I went back in and I showed her, and she said, "Oh, well, you must have drank the night before." No. At that time, I'd been sober for 4 years. Not that I'm an alcoholic, but I had just decided to do that for a while. And so I went in there and I said, "No, I haven't drank in years." And she said, "Oh, well, then you're on blood thinners." No, not on blood thinners. I mean, she was literally yanking my head all over the place, and she bruised me. So she said, "That's okay. I can use flesh color, and I can do corrective makeup." Well, the corrective tattooing that was flesh tone supposedly looked even worse than the bruising. I almost wish I would have stayed with the bruising. I honestly wish I would have never gone to her and would have stayed with my first guy. But I did. Live and learn. I wear a full face of makeup every day regardless, but it just kind of bothers me. So I'm going to show you as well as I can what happened, because I don't want it to happen to any of you. If I had it to do all over again, I've gone very conservative with the first guy. Although he didn't, knowing what I know now, I would have expressed my fear in the bruising and just let him do the tops, because, see if I can show you. But see the flesh where she did that? Well, that's forever. Looks like I got concealer stuck on that and on the side, and on that and on the side. I know it's something that I'm not particularly proud of. It almost feels like a scar I have to cover, which it's no big deal. In the scheme of things, no big deal. And I do have eyeliner on every day, and apparently permanent concealer on every day that you can see. But live and learn. It's something I can cover up. So do I wish I wouldn't have done it? Yes. Because when I went back and talked to one of the people who had just sang her praises, she said, "Oh, the same thing happened to me." And I'm like, maybe you should have mentioned that. But anyway, I'm telling you because I don't want it to happen to you. And anyway, it goes on. So what do I do for foundation? I'm going to show you just what I do, because I've had people remark that, you know, I run a full marathon and my foundation's still on and things like that. But first I'm going to use a little bit of under eye cream, and I should have already done that. So I'm just going to put a little speck there, a little speck there, and just tap that in. Under your eye does not produce any oil glands. And so you really need to, especially as you get older, place a little bit of moisture there. So there you go. And this is my current obsession. I change a lot, but currently it's the Clinique All About Eyes Rich, and it reduces circles and puffs. So that's kind of what I use. And I like it because Clinique is really well priced, and it's a good product, and I love it. So, I swear by this stuff. Oh my gosh, this has so changed my skin. It's by Sunday Riley, and it's the Good Genes All-in-One Lactic Acid Treatment. Now, it's pretty pricey. I get it from Sephora, but this bottle will last forever, and I literally take one squirt, and it is lactic acid, so it's constantly kind of peeling at your skin, just really lightly, but it kind of sloughs the dead off, and rub that in, and it almost looks like you're you know, turning red a little bit, like it's burning a little. It's just a real low. It won't go chipping you off and things like that. Every day I put on a little neck cream because honestly, once you get past 50, can't do without it. So rub a little bit of that in, and yeah, I'm getting all dolled up to go to spin class. Woohoo! I haven't been in 2 weeks, so probably gonna die, but hope not. It's nice and cold here, though. Planned up getting up this morning and running about 3 miles, and I might run when I get home. Crazy day, never know. Okay, the first thing I start with is this, and it's the Dr. Brandt's Pores No More. And I use a lot of different pore refiner finer primers. Can't talk this morning. Another drink coffee. Cheers. And but I really like this one. And I put 1 squirt of that in my hand. And then I love the Estee Lauder Double Wear. Don't look at my dirty bottle. And the Double Wear Stay in Place makeup really works. I will say though that they started carrying these little squirt tops on them. You know, pump down and pump. And I love those tops. So I'm kind of in between colors. So I use the 4-in-1, the Shell Beige, and I use 1 pump of that. And then in between that, these are Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. And I believe this one is the Moonlight. Yeah, it's Moonlight. And it's just kind of a bronzy drops that oddly enough have a little bit of silver in them. I use 1 drop of that just to give my face a glow. Whoop. Today I'm going to really be glowing. Got 2. And then I use my second color of Double Wear, which is Wheat. Love this color. That's usually my winter color. But here in Louisiana, it stays so nice. You really don't go completely back white like you do in Oklahoma. So I still have to use 2. This is a Urban Decay foundation brush, but it also blurs your pores a little bit the way it goes on. And I always just smash it down in my hand and then put it in my little concoction on here and then just starts putting it around. Now, I used to put my foundation everywhere, but under your eyes gets so dry anymore that I don't put it under my eyes. In fact, I wait until my eyes are completely done to do my under eyes, and I do them with a sponge. I'll try to share that with you tomorrow because it's kind of interesting how you can brighten under your eyes. So and just kind of press this into those spots, and it makes your skin almost flawless. Because I've added some stuff to it, it's not as thick as it would be if I put just the foundation, but it is stackable. So if I wanted it to actually be thicker, if I was going out in the evening or doing something like that, I would have the choice of either doing 1 coat of this, letting it sit about 5 minutes, and then doing another coat. Or this is Holy Grail of Urban Decay called Velvetizer. And what this is it's just a little bit of powder. If you sprinkle just a little bit into your foundation, it thickens your foundation, and I'm telling you, it's like spackling your face. You go out at night, you can have fun, you can run in the rain, light rain of course, and almost nothing will happen. So, if I were going to do full face today, which I don't want this video to be that long, I would also use my powder. And my powder that I love is Smashbox. And it is actually called Halo Hydrating Perfecting Powder. And it's pretty cool because it's a big disc of powder, and as you turn this, it actually shaves off the powder, and then you put it on your brush. I happen to like this little Bare Minerals brush, but this is a really good brush by IT Cosmetics also. And you actually pick that up and press it into your face to set, but I'm not going to set because I never set until my eyes are done. And then I set right before my blush. So there you go. There's my glow, people. I love doing makeup every day when I get done. I take my paper towel, I swirl my foundation on it. I wash my brushes about once a week in antibacterial, just a solid dial soap. I mean, I have some pretty fancy products to do that with, but there's no reason. You just take your bar of soap and wipe your brush and rinse it off and let that dry. So there's my glow. Hope you have a wonderful day. I'll try to work on eyes and under eyes tomorrow. And one more thing that I want to pitch about under eyes that's important to me is this is Dr. Brandt's. It's called Needles No More, No More Baggage. And when I'm getting ready, well, usually when I first put my under eye or my eye cream on and let it set for a second, then I use this, but it comes out a little thick like that, and you have to rub it between your fingers. And then I just barely dab it under my eyes. And as you let it dry, if you have any puffiness, it just depuffs immediately. I get that in Ulta, which is walking distance to me, but you can get this item anywhere, including online. So anyway, there's just a few of the things that I do, and hope you have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you soon.